Hey guys! So I am bringing you my Biannual Bibliothon Read-Along TBR. That's a mouthful. For those of you who don't know what the Biannual Bibliothon is, it is a read-along put together by several booktubers that starts on June 21st or 20th. I'll put the accurate dates on the screen and down in the description below. So if you want to know more about the readathon, I'll leave all of the hosts' information down in the description, as well as the YouTube channel for the read-along itself, so you can check out the different video challenges and reading challenges that go along with the readathon. Each day of the week there's a different book challenge or reading challenge that you can choose to challenge yourself to read. The first is the group book, which is Paper Towns by John Green. I don't own this book, and there is a lot of holds on it at the library in my town, so I don't know if I will actually be able to read Paper Towns or not, because I don't really want to buy it because it's one of the least enjoyed John Green books, and I don't know if I will enjoy it or not because I didn't really like Looking for Alaska, and that's one of the better loved books. So we'll see if I will get around to reading it or not. It just kind of depends on if it's available to me. So the second reading challenge is to reread a book from your childhood. Into the Land of the Unicorns by Bruce Coville was one of my absolute favorite books as a child, and it holds a lot of special meaning to me, so I thought I would pick it up and read it again. And I may also use this for another challenge that I will mention later on in the video. The next reading challenge is to read a prequel, companion book, or novella. So I have chosen to read Ferris by Marissa Meyer. I just recently finished the 3 books that are out at the moment, and I wanted to read this. The fourth reading challenge is to read a book from a genre that you've read the least of this year, and for this I've chosen Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, because I haven't read very many contemporary books this year at all. I've read 1, and this isn't really a type of contemporary that I would normally read. So I'm excited to see if I like this book or not, and it's relatively short, so I think I will be able to get through it pretty quickly. The next reading challenge is to read a book that you DNF'd or did not finish. And for this, I would like to attempt to read The Marked Ones by S.K. Munt. I started reading this, I think, maybe 2 years ago, and I didn't really get farther than the first chapter. It just didn't pull me in, and so I thought I would try it again. But if I don't get to this book during the readathon, I am going to use Into the Land of the Unicorns as my DNF'd book, because I did try to reread it a few years ago and didn't get very far into it because I just wasn't feeling it at the moment. So if I have enough time, I will read this. If not, then I will just use Into the Land of the Unicorns for 2. The sixth reading challenge is to read a book set in a foreign country, and I've chosen The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. My best friend Abby has been telling me to read this for probably 2 years now, and I told her I was going to read it this month, so I am going to read it this month. Whether I just start it in the readathon or whether I finish it during the readathon. But I will be starting it this month, and I am really excited to read it because I haven't read much historical fiction, I haven't read much set in World War II, and I haven't read anything set in Germany, or I don't know, is it in Germany or Austria? I don't know, we'll find out. But I am really excited to get into this book, and I know it will destroy my heart. I don't know how yet, but I'm excited to find out. And the 7th reading challenge is to read a book about something, a social problem that you're passionate about. And if I do get my hands on Paper Towns, I will use Paper Towns as this book as well because of its dealing with depression. And I think that's a really important social issue to look at. If I don't end up getting Paper Towns by the time the read-along comes around, I may use C.S. Lewis's Miracles as a book about a social problem that you're passionate about. I don't know exactly how to explain this book. This book is kind of C.S. Lewis's study on miracles in the Christian belief and how to Christians they are real. I feel like for me personally, I need to read something like this because in this world there are a lot of things that have been happening that make me feel really sad about how Christians are treated. I feel that as a Christian I should read some Christian literature. I don't know if it really falls into the subject of social issues to the rest of the world, and if I can't fit it into the read-along, then I will read it sometime soon this summer. So, yeah. Alright, so this is my tentative TBR for the Biannual Bibliothon that will be starting in about a week. Leave a comment down in the comment section telling me if you've read any of these books and if you are going to be participating in the readathon as well. And I would love to know what books you're planning on reading. So I will see all of you in my next video. I hope you have a great day. Bye! Dude.